have a minor confession, and I was at the back of the room, standing at the back of the room because I was going to use the restroom. So if you see anything wet down there, just ignore it. It's fine, I promise. So picture this. Oh, I'm Kaylyn Stroh, by the way. But picture this. I'm 5. It's not that hard to picture. I'm not that much taller. A big difference was that I had blonde hair. That's a big part of this story. And so I'm 5. We were in the process of redoing our basement, and for some reason I was hanging out in the basement by myself. I have an older brother. I don't believe he was there. And do you know those little tiny kid scissors, and they're like somewhat mostly plastic? They have a little metal in them because kids still need to cut things. Like, that's the point of a scissors. You have to cut things. So there's got to be some sharp points on them. And I was going to test the scissors. And instead of testing the said scissors on a piece of paper, I decided to test them on my hair. And so I had blonde hair. It was probably about this long. And I decided that I was going to test out the scissors on my hair. And so I go to cut. And I take off a chunk of my hair. And I have it in my hands. And like I said, we were redoing the basement. And so my first thought is, I need to hide this. So our walls were still stud walls at this point, and I go to hide the hair in the walls. And I'm hiding them, and finally I come to the realization where I can't hide this. So I start walking up the stairs, and I am bawling my eyes out. And as I get to the top of the stairs, my mom comes, and she's freaked out. She thinks that my brother had thrown me down the stairs, and because it's happened before. And so she's worried that this is what has happened. So she comes, and she's worried, and then she sees the hair. And so this is the point where I should probably tell you that it is the night before Easter. And so the best part is that there are these great pictures of me dyeing eggs the night before Easter, and I've got like this great little cute sweater on, and it's all Eastery, and I've probably got a bunny on it, and the next picture is me in tears. And there's a giant chunk out of the front of my hair. And along with snippets of my hair, because my mom keeps those things, it's weird, but it's fine. She had to go digging in the walls for it. If you ask her, she found hair for months. There's probably still hair in the walls. It's for the new owners someday when they remodel. And so I come up and I'm bawling. And so it's the night before Easter. I live in a small town. It's 200 people. The name of it is Tappin'. I get a lot of tapping that ass jokes. One of my friends every time he drives by, but that's another story. And so, small town. There is no one that is open. There is no one we can even call because it's a small town. There is no one that does hair and tapping. So my mom gets to cut my hair. And so she has me stand on the toilet stool. And she's trying to even out my hair, and I did a chop job. I didn't like cut off like 2 inches. No, I cut off like 5. And so she's trying to even it out, and she's standing there. She's crying because I'm crying. We're both bawling. It's this whole big thing. And she looks at me and she goes, "Kaylyn, just promise me one thing. Promise me you'll never cut your hair again." And a tearful 5-year-old me looks at her and goes, "Mommy, I'm sorry, but I can't promise you that." I'm standing on the toilet seat, for Pete's sake. I don't know. I'm 5. What 5-year-old says that? It's fine, though. She gets it. I'm sure it wasn't even. She doesn't cut hair for a living. She's a banker. I mean, come on. And so she cuts it, and it's an adorable, cute little bob. You can see pictures of me. There's there's a sequence in the album. It's long hair with eggs, short hair with tears, or chunky hair with tears, I should say, and then short hair with my cute little Easter dress on that my mom, of course, made for me. And so I go to church the next day, and I still remember walking down the aisle at church, and I've got this short little bob, and it's a small town. Everybody knows everybody. It's this whole big thing. And everybody goes, "Oh, Kaylyn, your hair is so cute." And I look at them, and I'm 5. And if you can imagine how my stature now, imagine me at 5. I come up to about here. And I look at them, and I'm like, "You're just saying that." And that is the story of me cutting my hair at 5.